Guys, my name is Monima Tikela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I want us to talk about Zongu, Mr. Zongu, the constable. We're going to talk about the car issue. He claimed that about 2014 he was with the accused, number one. Number two, he claimed that he was at work and he was using a VW Polo where he moved from work. After work, he went to Carlton Center. In Carlton Center, he met with Makosonke. From there, they went to Fosloras Basutu Hostel. And on their way there, they met with Guabini. They met with Guabini. Oh, they found no. In fact, Guabini phoned them, asking them whether he made it sound like there was a planned event that was going to happen at Basutu Hostel in Guabini's room where he stayed. Now, when it comes to this video, we are trying to check Ogoti, how was the vehicle issue happening. So some of the details that we got from General Shebane will shed some light on how the vehicle issue goes about for a constable. Let's look into that. Now, when you are listening to General Shabane, you will find out that General Shabane is also telling us the story of the car might not make sense, but he does. What I like about General Shabane is that he's very honest. He is not here to harm Zongo, and even if something is true, he says it's not true. No, he's not fighting. He's just here for the truth. That is what I like about his evidence. Now, so the courtroom did not explode with shouting. It exploded with something far more dangerous. Simple questions. What unit was Zungu working in? What vehicle was he using? Who authorized it? Were civilians allowed inside that car? And just like that, now this police story that sounded normal, Zungu story, started to fall apart under its own weight. Now, this was not random questioning from the defense. The advocates wasn't asking about cars for entertainment. They were building a compliance trap when it comes to Zungu's so-called story. And now that record regarding what happens there shifted vehicle allocation, the movements of whether documented or not, the passengers that are controlled. Nothing is just supposed to happen when it comes to SEPs, especially if you are on duty. Now, when the witness is asked about Section 107, sector policing, visible policing, the answers are some of the things he's not quite sure about them because he was not with Zungu. And one moment, he knows that Zungu, yes, he was visible policing. In fact, Zungu says that. Now, also, they were not friends. He first met him 2016 and then again 2019. Do you understand? So he can't exactly say that he knows Zungu, but the duties that he talked about, I like that. What we found when it comes to his evidence is that, yes, you can get a car if you are a constable, depending with your experience also. And also you can drive a marked or unmarked car, depending on a station, if that station has enough cars or not, depending on that. He admitted that you can get marked cars that are used by police, or sometimes you can't get them, and sometimes private or borrowed cars are used. Sometimes vehicles from support services are used. So now, when it comes to all of that, one thing that stands out is that documentation and authorization is a must. So all of that needs to be there. Now, when it comes to Zungu made it sound like he got that vehicle. They were from whatever work event, and now it shifts zasemsebenzini wabo ngo 10-7, ne 10-7 or mhlambi 6 to 6, depending on what you are doing. So Uzungu, when he says that day back in 2014, he had a shift that he worked ekuseni ngabo 8 and then ngabo 12-1 waye done. And then he arrived in Fosloras about between 2 and 3. He's not quite sure. And he was driving a state vehicle. He had his firearm with him. There is a lot. So when it comes to that, General did shed some light and put some understanding for us to get clarifications on how what moves. And now Uzungu cannot come here and lie anymore. He already came and lied, but he was exposed on a lot of things that he said. Now, one thing that stood out for me when it comes to all of that is Uzungu said, that was 2014. It sounds now as if Ulona, Ulishabane yena, he got the car. I mean, he gave Zungu the car go 20, and it was a red Polo for 2019. And now this links together with what Umakosonke Nokwabini were saying, that the events were pushed, even Umuzi Sibia, they were pushed back to 2014, but the event when he was driving a Polo, when they saw him, was 2017. It was 2017, not 2014. So the story of the car is indeed something that is okay somewhere, somehow. So Uzungu is a liar, guys. Now, my question that I have is, what is driving him to lie this much? And these people are old. General Shabane is an old man who is on retirement. So he is on his 60s. If not 60s, he is getting to his 70s. I don't know. But he sounds like a very old man, a very sharp-minded old man who hates nonsense, who is a non-nonsense taker. Yet Uzungu had the audacity to drag this man into this shende. He dragged an old person into this shende. First of all, the other situation is that Uzungu is the one that went to Ilisheban. And I'm sitting here wondering, how did Zungu and Lishebane come together? Why would Zungu even think of Ulisheban? How did he do that? Was there someone who was trying to frame Ulishebane, or what is going on? Something is not right. Something is very off when it comes to all of that. Something is very off. I don't know what it is, but ikhona into ekungahlangani yona lapho, guys. Nama ngiyazi into. I don't know about you, but now I feel like something is very off. What are your thoughts when it comes to this? But me, I'm saying Uzungu, there is a lot of stories that he told us, and most of the stories were lies. And when it comes to the vehicle, I want them to investigate it, because he's a top-notch police officer, even though he's right now retired. I like that he said he's here for the truth. I wish this man can say, is there anything that I must do for you in order to solve this case? One of the things that needs to be done, we need the vehicles. We need the AVLs, number one. After AVLs, we need the so-called car that Zungu said he was driving. That was a police car. The AVL of that car is needed. I wish he can offer. I wish he can offer, and then they say AVLs, because we're going to have to get the AVL of the so-called car that Zungu says he worked with. And we're going to have to go straight to the person that Zungu was working with back in 2014, find out, was there a day in October where he was given a car? And if that is a lie, then Uzungu is a liar. Because if Ulishebane can find out if umntu wayeripota kuye Uzungu, and then they check ukuba Uzungu, did he at some point get a car in October 2014? Which date were those, if yes? And which car was it? And which weekend? And how was he supposed to use it? All of that situation, that information, it is needed right now. So now I wish that can come. And then he also brings the person that Uzungu was reporting to. And then we find out, was he working or not? Go 2014, get 26th of October. And then if it happens that the 26th of October 2014, there was no event, but the Uzungu was working a full shift or Uzungu was off, we want to hear all of that, Shandy, at this point, because the guy is a liar. He lies, Uzungu, a lot. What are your thoughts when it comes to this, guys? Because now I'm like, okay, minute ago. And I'll see you on our next video. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.